Good morning, ma'am. I am Casey Mabasa, the leader of Group 3, and this video is all about the Chapter 5, which is the Contemporary Global Governance. According to Robert Bailey, global governance refers to the governance on global scale. While the concept seems simple in a theory, it can take many forms in practice. National governments come in many shapes and sizes, but global governance, as we shall see, is a different beast altogether. As we can see, there is a table and around chairs, and the chairs represent or symbolize every country. That is the connectivity and connection of each country of the world. Global governance refers to the various intersecting process that create the world. So sabi niya po, various intersecting process that create the world. So ang ibig sabihin nito, maraming nakakonect-konektang mga proseso para makalikha ng isang mapayapa at maayos na mundo. Tumutukoy din ito sa kolektibong pagsisikap na tumukoy unawain tugunan ang mga pandaigdigang problema at pagbigay solusyon sa bawat problema ng bawat estado. The goal of global governance is to provide global public goods, peace and security, justice and mediation, system for conflict, functioning market, and unified standard for trade and industry. On a global scale, this could be achieved the same way as on a national scale. One monolithic unitary government operating across the entire globe. All people would adhere to the same rule and be answerable to the same final authority. All people would rely on the same institution to provide safety and services. In other words, the whole world could unite as a single country. Sa madaling salita, ang bawat tao ay susunod sa panga-parehong patakaran at ang lahat ng tao ay aasa sa parehong institusyon upang magbigay ng kaligtasan at serbisyo. Ang bawat bansa ay magkakaisa upang tayo magkaroon ng seguridad at kalayaan. Importance of global governance. Effective global governance will allow us to end armed conflict, deal with the new emerging problems such as technological risk and automation, and to achieve level of prosperity and progress never been seen. The most important challenge for humanity to overcome is that of existential risk. So the example of armed conflict is the Moro National Liberation Front and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. Armed factions such as the Abu Sayyaf Group and the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters and the Maut Group. And we are familiar about the Ukraine and Russia. In technological risk, the example of this is the cybercrime. In automation, may tinatawag po tayong GRC or the Governance, Risk, and Compliance. This is an organization which they have the strategy for managing governance, risk management, and compliance with industry and governance regulation. The most important challenge for humanity to overcome is the existential risk, and that is the armed conflict, technological risk, and automation. One way to look at the danger of an existential risk is to quantify the level of global coordination needed to deal with it. Globalization has led to a decline in the power of national government to direct and influence each economy or their economics. Institutions that govern international relations, peace treaties and military alliances. The UN and NATO. The UN is one of the leading political organizations in the world where nations, states meet and deliberate. Generally, it functions in four areas: military issues, economic issues, environmental issues, and human protection.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Janice Isguera. Military issue. The Security Council tries to be arbiter in crossfire between two sides. They can pass sanctions like block trade with another country as punishment. military issue has a arbiter o hukom na pumapagitna sa dalawang bansa. Second, economic issues. The main focus of the UN is the reduction of global inequality. The Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs cover a range of concerns for the improvement of all aspects of life. Ang main focus ng SDGs ay ang mabawasan ang hindi pagkapantay-pantay ng bawat tao. Isa rin sa main focus ng SDGs ay ang mabigyan ng basic needs ang mga taong nasa mababang katayuan ng buhay. Third, environmental issues. Environmental issues such as pollution and hazardous waste are addressed through UNEP or United Nations Environmental Program. Ang environmental issues ay kasali ang climate change at ang iba pang problema na pang-ekonomiya. Last, human protection. Human protection or UN promotes human rights through different organizations and mechanisms. Since 1984, human rights have been brought into realm international law. This is reflect in Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Human rights ay ang karapatan mong mabuhay, mag-aral, at mabigyan ng hustisya at mabigyan ng pantay na trato sa buhay.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Ryan Gonzalez for FSM2. Discuss ko pala yung the relevance of the state amid globalization. Ang papel ng bansang estado sa isang pandaigdigan mundo ay higit sa lahat ay isang regulasyon bilang pangunahing salik sa pandaigdigang pagtutulungan. Bagamat ang lokal na tungkulin ng bansang estado ay mananatiling hindi nagbabago. Ang mga estado na dating nakahiwalay ay napipilitan na ngayong makipag-ugnayan sa isa't isa upang magtakda ng mga international na patakaran sa komersyon.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Katina Natividad from BSITFSM2. My topic is advantages and disadvantages of a global government. Advantages. Number 1. Open borders. No need for tariffs, immigration, customs, and etc. So, this means ito daw po yung mga taong malayang lumipat sa pagitan ng mga bansa at hindi na din kailangan ng mga anumang balakid. Number 2, military could be downsized to a force large enough to deal with terrorists and local squabbles. Sinasabi dito na ang mga militar ay maaari daw nilang ibaba ang kanilang pwersa at sasapat lamang na laki upang harapin ang mga terorista. Number 3, consistent policies worldwide, no more concerns about tax rates versus healthcare versus individual freedoms from one country to the next. Sinasabi dito na ito daw po yung pare-parehong mga patakaran sa buong mundo at wala na ding alalahanin tungkol sa mga rate ng buwis kumpara sa pangangalaga ng pangkalusugan kumpara sa individual na kalayaan. Number 4, immense tax savings due to the economy of scale. Only fund one complete government as opposed to 100. Ito naman daw po yung malaking pagtitipid sa buwis dahil sa ekonomiya na sukat. At kompletong gobyerno lamang ang pondohan kumpara sa isang bank. Disadvantages. So, number 1, no proper way to account for cultural differences. One set of laws will never agree with everyone. Americans like going to the pistol range to shoot targets. Indians prefer traffic laws that are very different from the Western world. Developing economies have a relaxed view of
corporate, and individual liabilities. Thais and Saudis take pride in their kings. Sinasabi po nito wala daw pong wastong paraan upang isaalang-alang ang mga pagkakaiba ng kultura. Number 2, lack of competition between nations. Professionals and skilled workers will leave a country that restricts their progress. If there is only one country, the sole outlet for research is revolution. So, sinasabi po nito, kakulangan ng competition sa pagitan ng mga bansa. Ibig sabihin din nito na ang mga professional at bihasang manggagawa ay aalis sa isang bansa na naghihigpit sa kanilang pag-unlad.
I'm Mary Jane M. Ebreo, and my report is all about history of the United Nations. The United Nations is an international organization founded in 1945 after the Second World War by 51 countries committed to maintaining international peace and security, developing friendly relations among nations, and promoting social progress, better living standards, and human rights. Due to its unique international characters and the powers vested in its founding charter, the organization can take action on a wide range of issues and provide a forum for its 193 member states to express their views through the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, and other bodies and committees. Ang United Nations ay isang pandaigdigang organisasyon na itinatag noong 1945 pagkatapos ng ikalawang digmaang pandaigdig ng 51 mga bansa na nakatuon sa pagpapanatili ng pandaigdigang kapayapaan at seguridad, pagbuo ng mapagkaibigang relasyon sa mga bansa at pagtataguyod ng panlipunang pagunlad, mas mahusay na pamantayan ng pamumuhay at karapatang pantao. Dahil sa kakaibang international na katangian nito at sa mga kapangyarihang ipinagkaloob na nagtatag nitong charter, ang organisasyon ay maaaring kumilos sa malawak na hanay ng mga issue at magbigay ng isang forum para sa 193 member states nito upang ipahayag ang kanilang mga pananaw sa pamamagitan ng General Assembly, ang Security Council, and Economic and Social Council at iba pang komite.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Nadine Fajardo, and my topic is the principles of United Nations. It is based on the sovereign equality of all its members. Number 2, all members are to fulfill in faith their charter obligations. Number 3, they are to settle their international disputes by peace. Number 4, they are to refrain from the threat or use of force against other states. Number 5, they are to give the United Nations every assistance and every action it takes in accordance with the Charter. Number 6, nothing in the Charter is to authorize the United Nations to intervene in matters which are essentially within the domestic jurisdiction of any state. The United Nations has 4 main purposes: to keep peace throughout the world, to develop friendly relations among nations, to help nations work together to improve the lives of poor people, to conquer hunger, disease, and illiteracy, and to encourage respect for each other's right and freedom, to be a center for harmonizing the actions of nations to achieve these goals.
Good morning, ma'am. So, what is Security Council?
Security Council is one of the 6 principal organs of the United Nations and is responsible for maintaining international peace and security. The Security Council has the power to authorize military action, impose sanctions, and establish peacekeeping operations among other tools to promote and maintain global security. The Secretariat provides administrative, technical, and logistical support to other united bodies such as General Assembly and the Security Council and implements their decisions and resolutions. It also conducts studies and research, coordinates policy development, and assists with humanitarian and development activities.
Hi ma'am, I'm Precious May Amo Esteban from BSIT FSM2. So ang topic ko po ngayon is the Trusteeship Council. So ang Trusteeship Council ay isang organization wherein tumutulong upang ma-attain ng iba't ibang country ang independency. Meron ng 11 country ang kabilang sa sistemang ito matapos ang Second World War. The Economic and Social Council. Ang council na ito ay tumutulong upang ma-promote ang international economic and social cooperation and development of ECOSOC or the Economic and Social Council. Meron ng 54 members at ang mga elected General Assembly ay tumatagal ng 3-year term. International Court of Justice. In short, International Court of Justice ay isang korte na kung saan may problema ang dalawang bansa. Dito sila nag-i-hearing, like for example, yung nangyari sa West Philippine Sea ay nagkaroon ng hearing sa International Court upang mapag-usapan kung kaninong teritoryo ba mapupunta ang dagat na yun.
Good morning, I am Sweet Lynette M. Delica and my topic today is Specialized Agencies of UN. Number 1, International Labor Organization is devoted to promoting social justice and internationally recognized human and labor rights. Number 2, Food Agricultural Organization is specialized agency of the United Nations leading international efforts to defeat hunger. Number 3, United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization is a promoting world peace and security through international cooperation, education, arts, sciences, and culture. Number 4, World Health Organization is dedicated to global health and safety. Number 5, World Bank to reduce poverty by lending money to government. Number 6, International Monetary Fund to secure financial and stability. Number 7, International Civil Aviation Organization, the organization that sets standards and regulations necessary for aviation safety, security, and efficiency. Number 8, Universal Postal Union, the organize and improve postal service. Number 9, International Telecommunication Union is a connectivity and communication to networks. Number 10, International Maritime Organization. It is a responsibility for the safety and security of shipping and preventing of marine. Number 11, World Meteorological Organization, that cooperation and coordination on the state behavior of Earth, land, and ocean. Number 12, Intellectual Property Organization. It is a system that enables to innovation and creative for the benefit of all. Number 13, International Fund for Agricultural Development. It's all about the agriculture and rural development. Number 14, United Nations Industrial Development Organization. It is a promoting and acceleration inclusive and sustainable development. Number 15, International Atomic Energy Agency, to extend the benefit of nuclear technology and to address socio-economic development. And last, World Trade Organization. It operates the global system of trade rules and help developing countries build their trade develop capacity.